Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy J Key in Dipped, and I'm back. All right, guys, I'm back with another video. We're gonna talk about Tower of God episode 7 that just came out. We're gonna do a review and discussion. So we actually got a bit of details of the Tower of God lore. Okay, so apparently Jihad is the king of the tower, aka King of the Tower. He was the first man to climb it, and he was the king who built the kingdom around it where everybody's apparently living in. Now, the princesses of Jihad are basically women that are granted a special bond by Jihad, and that's how you become a princess of Jihad. Becoming a princess don't mean they're related, doesn't mean he's his sister. Just make sure you have a special bond between him, which is Jihad. Now, as I stipulated, it's not his children, and they're completely unrelated. Just a special bond that they have with Jihad that he granted to them. And becoming a princess of Jihad, you have two rules, and you must not break them. One is having intercourse and having a child. You cannot do one or the other, or you will fall from grace, apparently. And theoretically, showcase and shown on the anime, apparently. Okay. Now that's all wrapped up. The show actually begins between Endorsery and Anak having a battle between each other because they were still on their previous test, and they actually finished wrapping that up. But we did get some things revealed about Anax and basically how she's kind of like a false princess of Jihad. Now, the reason why she's a false princess of Jihad is because her mother was a princess of Jihad. Her mother, and you already know that the forbidden two rules that the princess of Jihad cannot do. And Hanak's mother did both, apparently. So, the reason why they can't do that is because it can spread too much power throughout the world. So I'm guessing the power is somewhat inherited. So even if they have offspring, the power can be dispersed. But I don't see why that would matter, because it seems like Jihad is just giving women princess candies left and right because he has a lot of them. Okay, I'm just saying. Seems like he doesn't care. But for it not to go too radical, they have to be pure. And they can't have children on their own, or happiness, apparently. Okay, so that's what's going on now. So we actually got Anak's backstory, okay, and how she came to be and why there was all subject like that. From what I can see in the anime, did anybody notice that the house was on fire and our aunt mother just sat there to be cooked alive? She didn't really run away. She just was like accepting, my house is on fire. I'm going down with my house too. Ain't no sense in me going anywhere. Like, I feel like she could have walked away from the house. I feel like she left her daughter to suffer on her own. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. If anybody else knows and peeped that, the mother she wasn't trapped in the house, but she saw her house falling on fire, and it sounded like she wanted to sail with that ship. So, yeah, that's really bizarre. Anyway, moving on. Now, the story progresses. Also, they have a new challenge coming up. Apparently, it's a game of tag. It's kind of like an ultimate tag type deal. So basically, you have to be divided into two teams. Two teams, which is A team and B team. And these are people who are eligible for the teams. They're people who didn't pass their preliminary testings for their individual skill class. And guess who is already qualified and passed? Of course, Gator. So he already passed. So he's on his way. He doesn't have to take the test. Now, before they actually get started, they have like a little lunch and everything and meeting room. What I found notice in this particular episode is when Endorsery talked to Rachel. Rachel actually has a code name because she doesn't want to be known by Bam, and that's Michelle Light. So that is her incognito name, okay, or her alias, whatever. And Dorsey was ruffling Rachel's feathers there a little bit, basically telling her that, you know, this guy is doing everything for you. The reason he's climbing this whole dang tower is to see you, and you're going to go out of your way to not only not talk to him, but to disguise yourself and lie about your name so you don't have to talk to him. Why, Rachel? What is the whole point of even helping Bam, making him fall in love with you, for you to ditch him and to do your own little guilty pleasure of climbing the tower and getting what you want? What is Rachel's end game? I do not know, but it's very bizarre and peculiar, to be honest with you, because clearly she does have some type of feelings towards Bam. Otherwise, she wouldn't have had helped him in the last test. So something's going on. We're not getting the whole picture, but something's definitely there. And I'm just sick of Rachel at this point, and Bam needs to move on. That's just my personal opinion, but whatever. So that scene happened between Rachel and Endorsia, well, whatever, Endorsery. I believe that's her name. Okay, so then the actual game starts, which is a special game of tag. As I stipulated earlier, is two separate teams. It appears they have two teams. One is Bam's team and one is Coon's team. So Bam and Coon are on two different teams. And depending whoever wins this match is basically disqualified from the tower, I'm assuming. So that's pretty interesting. And also one of the, I guess, it people or taggers, whatever you call them, is one of the administrative rulers. So that's also very interesting. But it looks like they downplayed his power a bit, but even so, it looks like it's going to be a very interesting next episode, because they definitely clipped it off with him basically going after Cone's team. So that's where they end episode 7. So conclude episode 8, they're going to pick right up from that particular scene. Now, like I stipulated earlier, this particular episode, we did get some information on the lore of the Tower of God, and we also got some more information on basically a little bit of Rachel's psyche and how she's playing her particular role. Those are the two things I'm interested in and really wanted to talk about with you guys, and tell me what you think. So I'm glad we did get the information that we have from this episode. It's pretty informative. Other than that, it's an okay episode. We're gonna see what the next one holds. So tell me, guys, what do you think? Who team is going to win on the next episode? I'm pretty sure this is probably going to play out for, I'm going to say 2 more episodes. The tag team game might play out for 2 more episodes. We'll see. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think Bam's team is going to win, or do you think Kong's team is going to win? I'm going with the main character on this one, but it will be a good plot twist if Kong's team won and somehow Bam still gets credit somehow. I don't know. We'll see how it rolls. That's all for today in this video. I hope you like and enjoy. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next video. Let go.